Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your Dark Mask Diva. Alright, you guys, so this is a question I get asked a lot, not only on Quora, but also on Reddit. And this is something that kind of happened in my personal life too, and this is something that is very commonplace. Alright, so have you ever had like a friend, like a BFF, that could either be like an opposite sex friend or a same sex friend, and you've known this person like when you were a little kid, and you were friends with this person for a really long time, like you grew up with this person and you guys are fully matured adults and everything like that, and all of a sudden they spring it on you that this is your best friend and everything. They suddenly spring it on you that they like you, and you're like, whoa. This can be an opposite sex friend, or this can be like a same sex friend. Okay, and they like you, and you're like, you're completely shocked, Otherworldlies, like you had no clue, zero clue, right? And you're like, you might be in a committed relationship. Okay, you may be single or you may be in a committed relationship, but you've been friends with this person for years and years and years. Like you guys were best friends, maybe spent the night at each other's house, you know, your parents know each other real well and all this other stuff, and they just like spring it on you. Okay, well, you can't return the feelings. You don't have that kind of love for that person, right? So you're like saying, I'm sorry, I love you as a friend, I don't feel that way towards you, right? Okay, and then they stop being your friend because you did not return the romantic love to them. And how do you feel now? You feel devastated, right? You're like, okay, so I can't love them physically, so they're not my friend anymore? You're like, what is that? Okay, so how do you feel? You feel hurt, right? You're like, so all this time they develop these feelings for me and they won't be my friend anymore because, you're like, but I'm married and all this stuff, and they're just, what, now it's over? Like we're just not friends anymore? Okay, let me tell you what's up with that. Okay, little kids, people can say, oh, I've been friends with this person for years and years and years, and then I fell in love with them. Okay, little kids already know what their sexual orientation is. I had a boyfriend in second grade. I was 7 years old, you guys, and I fully had a boyfriend, okay? Like, I'd cross the street and he'd hold my hand and made sure I got across the street okay. He was in my class. That was my actual boyfriend, and I was 7. Okay, so I already knew that I liked boys. Okay, I knew what my orientation was. So you can be that young and know what your orientation is, okay? Same with same-sex attraction. I talked to my gay friends, and they knew at that age that they were gay. So you can't just grow up and all of a sudden decide you're gay. No, gay people know when they're little kids, they already know they're gay, okay? Just like straight people already know they're straight. Okay, so if you have your same-sex friend and they all of a sudden tell you that they like you, I'm going to let you know that they've been liking you for years and years and years, and they just now told you. They've been liking you this whole entire time. Okay, and they just now came out and told you. Okay, they've been hiding it this entire time. Okay, same with the opposite sex friend. This isn't something new. This person's been liking you this entire time. They just didn't tell you. Okay, they've only been pretending to tolerate the people that you've been dating. They're just tolerating them, okay? They never really liked them because they wanted to take their place. Or maybe they were seeing somebody else. Okay, but they secretly have been liking you this entire time. This is not something new, okay? This person has always liked you. Okay, they're just now coming out and saying it. This isn't like if they're saying, I just fell in love with you. No, they've been liking you your whole childhood. They're just now coming out and saying it. They've just now had the courage to come out and say it. Okay, they're just pretending these are new feelings. They've been liking you this entire time. They've been just holding back. Okay? Yeah. They've just been hiding it. That's all. Okay, because it's not like these feelings are developing. They just couldn't come out and say it before. Alright, so the fact that they just now came out and said it, and that they finally had the nerve to come out and say it, and then you said no, and they're just like feeling devastated. You're hurt because you're like, I thought we were better friends than that. You know, and you would hope that you were, and that your friendship would override the fact that you are not giving them the physical that they're craving. Okay, they've just been wanting that from you for like 20 years or whatever, however long you've been knowing each other. They've been wanting to take it to another level for that long. Not just for, 6 weeks or whatever that they're pretending they felt that way about you. No, it's been for 20 years. Okay, so they're kind of misleading you. Okay, so that's really actually what's going on. They've been feeling that way about you for a really long time. Okay, that's what's actually going on. So, they're more, their feelings have been building for that long, and they're way more devastated that they're letting on. Okay, and, yeah, so they've been harboring those feelings, those romantic feelings toward you for a long time. Now, chances are, if you go and you talk to other people who know you guys, they're going to be like, yeah, can't you tell that he or she's been in love with you this whole time? Come on, you really can't tell that they were jealous of your girlfriend or boyfriend. You really can't tell, come on. And that other people will just kind of look at you like, you honestly couldn't tell, and they're going to make you feel kind of insensitive about it, that you really couldn't tell that it was right under your nose. Okay, and they're going to make you feel bad that you weren't noticing it. But you weren't noticing it because sometimes things that are this close to us are things that we really don't notice because the things are that close. Okay, or the person will have been flirting and joking around and you think it's a joke because they're disguising it as a joke. You think it's funny and silly and everything, and you kind of don't want to notice, so you make yourself not notice. Okay, because that person's just a friend to you. So you kind of think it's funny, like, ha, so-and-so likes to joke around about liking me, or so-and-so likes to joke around and pretend to be gay, ha. No, they were never joking around in the first place, okay? So that's what that was all about. Okay, they liked you that whole entire time. You kind of just wanted to stay in denial about it. Okay, that's what that was about. So they finally had the nerve to come out and say something about it, and they didn't want to say it's been going on for 25 years, ever since we were in kindergarten. They just want to pretend it's recent. Yeah. Or they don't want to admit they've been living a lie and that they've been faking their sexuality. But they have. They want to just pretend they just now, for the past 6 months, have been gay. No, they've been gay their entire life. People know what their sexuality is when they're little kids, okay? Some people just hide it, due to societal pressures from their family, their community, and stuff like that, okay? Or they just want to act like you're the one who brought it out. No, that's just who they are, okay? That's just a part of who they are. So, if they're not talking to you because you rejected their advance, it's not that your friendship was all a lie. They've just been having feelings for you. So, of all the people that have been asking me, I've been in this situation too, where someone was just coming on really strong at me, and this person was actually married to an opposite sex person, and this was a same-sex friend, and I was like, what is going on here? And I really didn't want to face it. But everyone's pointing it out to me like, you really don't see what's going on here. And I really didn't see what was going on there. Because it was that close. It was right under my nose. So this is really more common than you think, and that if that person chooses not to talk to you anymore, that's actually what was going on all along. So I hope that was helpful, and I love you guys, and you have a wonderful evening, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, Otherworldies.